everybody again. Tara here, and it's the next morning after my first video. This is, for the record, this is July 7th, I think, today. Anyways, so today's Friday. This is day 12, DPO, and I am going to, I want to do a test today so that I can call the fertility people and tell them that I'm probably going to get my period on Monday and I need to come in on Tuesday or Monday right before I leave for my trip Tuesday night so I can get the meds and everything. And hopefully they'll be cool about that because they normally want me to only call when I have gotten my period. Okay, so I collected a sample earlier this morning and then went back to sleep. And so here I go. I'm using clear blue. Digital. And again, I really think it's negative. My cervical mucus has just kind of done the thing where it kind of doesn't dry yet, but it kind of goes away, gets a little sparse. Anyways, all right, so here we go. My breasts have been really voluptuous. As you can see, I'm small-chested, but for me, they were looking pretty good. And so that was one of the signs, but it's also a sign of getting a period. So, okay, I think it's been about 5 seconds. Move around a little bit. Okay, so here we go. We're waiting. Lay it down flat like I'm supposed to. And then I'm gonna, so a couple other things, just background, and then from here on out, I'll just, talk about the present stuff. But I would like to, if I'm fortunate enough to get pregnant and have my own, I would still like to adopt. I think that'd be really awesome. Have adopt a little bit older kid once my kid is 1 or 2 or something, and then adopt a 4 or 5-year-old. That'd be awesome. And so yeah, my goal is to have 2, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just be overwhelmed because it is just me, and I'm not really counting on getting. Oh, there's my alarm. That's cute. Let me go get that. Okay. Back. Okay, so the other thing is, so all the cost of all of this. I'm a teacher, so I don't make bank. I make it okay, eat well, everything. But it's not. My parents have actually been helping out with $1,000 per IUI, actually, really nicely. Or something like that, maybe a little bit less. I haven't gotten the last one, but anyways. But then the IVF. But early on, so I decided to do this back in November, and again today's July right now, and I'm still thinking here. Any minute I'll see not pregnant. So I got a roommate. Actually, so I have a tenant and a roommate. A wonderful friend, tenant who lives downstairs. She's a teacher also, and then I have a roommate, and he's married. Just kind of down here for a year, doing this great job or something, and he's out visiting his wife right now. Anyways, so he knows about everything, and so the money for that has been really nice, both to save up for future baby stuff and just to pay for all this stuff. Like, the acupuncture alone is like $500 a month or something. So, it's just, as you know, it's quite a bit of money. And I really wish that I was doing IVF like right now this summer. I felt like I was a little bit overconfident. Yeah, right there. Oh, no, pregnant. Yay. All right. Well, now I know. Um, for the most part, I think most people, would wait maybe, until they get their period or something. But I don't know. So then, 1% chance, of course, that could happen. I, find out that the LH levels haven't come up enough or something, but really in reality, it's not, probably not. Anyways, I really wish I was doing IVF this summer. I really wish that I had, although I don't feel like I've given, the IUI thing a good chance, because I think just, the first 2 cycles I didn't use any medications, and I probably should have done the medications from the start. So I don't know. But summer is just nice because it feels like the IVF is pretty time consuming and, emotionally hard. So it'd be nice to do that while I'm not in the classroom, taking days off and leaving and stuff like that. So, but, what are you going to do? So, just a couple other things. When I started this whole thing, my luteal, I was on birth control. I was on the IUD, which is a little bit better than the pill. I was on the pill for a while, but IUD for like 5 years or something leading up to this. So I guess that's slightly better in terms of conceiving, whatever. So when I started, my luteal phase was at about 10 days. My follicular phase was about 20 days. And now it's even. It's like, 15 luteal, 14. And it's basically like clockwork at this point, which is really great. Not only for predicting everything and be able to make appointments and not, fudge around too much with that, but just to know that my cycle is even, and that's, a healthier way of going about it. But of course, as you know, sometimes people vary naturally, and that's okay too. But I was happy to get on a regular schedule with that. My menstruation is very, very light, and so that, I don't know if that can like make a little bit of a smaller lining. My lining was really great, and then I started taking the meds, and I think that altered it, because otherwise it had been so good for the first, couple IUIs, and then all of a sudden the third one was like, at the last minute, they said, your lining looks really bad, and the 2.5 days or whatever of estrogen just didn't really help. So, coming up when I get back, I'll do the IUI pretty much right after I get back from my trip, but I want to do the HSG on the hysterosalpingogram scan, where they put all the blue dye or something up your fallopian tubes so they can make sure there's no blockages. So I'm going to do that around here after I do the next IUI and get a negative on that, and then I'll do that. And the only other really quick thing is that I do have to take levothyroxine for my thyroid. I have hypothyroidism, so I had to get the level down, and I kept on having to up my medication for that. And after I got to a certain height, it would alter my sleep. It would make me kind of stay up when you kind of alter it, and then as your body gets used to it, it messes with you. So that was really hard. I actually kind of developed an issue with sleeping even after it was, in my system, and it should have been totally fine, but I actually ended up having to I would get panic attacks sometimes because I kind of lost my ability to just tell myself, oh, if I get up, I'll go right back to sleep, no problem. And so I actually ended up seeing a hypnotherapist. I know that sounds kind of new age and weird and whatever, but after I seen, I thought my back was hurting too much, and that was it. And I saw a chiropractor, and tried to get my acupuncturist to help, and I would go get massages, and I realized at one point in the middle of the night, I was like, this is psychological. So, and it did help. I had to, and I'm still kind of, just getting back into the mode of I'm glad the summer is really, really nice for catching up on all kinds of sleep that I lost during the year, the past 6 months or so. And it would be like good sleep for 2 weeks, and then like a week and a half of like 5 hours, 6 hours, up in the night for 2 hours, and then go back to sleep for a little bit. And it was really hard when I was teaching, really difficult. So now I'm catching up on lots of sleep and getting my sleep juice back. And the last thing that I do is I keep track of my basal body temperature and my period on ovulation on a tracker called Kindara, and just an app on my phone, and it's really easy. I really suggest it. I'm sure there's others out there, but I use Kindara and I really like it. And I think it's free, which is really great. So I'm not sure how useful the basal body temperature thing is now at this point, because now I do triggered, so the person at the doctor tells me when I'm going to ovulate and everything, so it's not that, I don't really have to track it, but I'm kind of used to it, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of nice to see my body kind of normalize, because at first it would like be all jagged in, both phase, and now it's really kind of, it's a little bit lower, kind of this average amount in the luteal, and then follicular, it goes up a little bit, and so it just makes me feel better, like my body's kind of, doing what it's supposed to as time goes by, as I'm, doing all this acupuncture and got out coffee and stuff, and that was hard. That was like a couple days of like headache, and it was really rough. Oh gosh. Anyways, okay. I feel like I'm talking so much, but it feels really good, and everything on board, and you can just fast forward, and I will post again probably not till Tuesday. Okay. Bye.